Now, here's your host, Jill Tracy.
Good evening. I am Jill Tracy. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on Hot Talk, South Florida's #1 community affairs show. Each and every Sunday night from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m., we highlight the achievements and discuss the challenges of our community with you and an engaging panel of guests. And I invite you, as always, to have a seat. Perhaps you'll have a cocktail and join the conversation at 888-550-9105. My jewels tonight are a little story about the courage to do it your way. This was the night I realized that I could do whatever I put my mind to. I wrote this record called I'm Trying to Come Up, and I remember asking Khaled to put French Montana on it. Khaled overlooked me, and I had no personal contact with French, so at that time, I knew Khaled did, but it's pretty easy for him to call him, but he ain't do it. That's fine. Personally, Khaled didn't believe in the record, so I kept on pushing the solo version. One night, Busta Rhymes invited me to Club Mansion, and lo and behold, Lil Wayne, Birdman, French Montana, Yo Gotti, and Diddy all in the building. Khaled showed up too. When I seen him there, I was like, yo, Feezy, I need to perform my new song. Feezy gave me the mic, and I turned that place upside down. After we left, French Montana, Yo Gotti, and Ace Hood all came to the studio and laid their verses on I'm Trying to Come Up. Now I'm doing shows, I'm making it happen, I'm all on the gram. It's all about Nino Brown 305. Now the moral of the story is, don't let someone tell you no, even if it is the person you need who is telling you no. Take that no and show them that you mean business. Persistence, consistency will overpower any no you may ever receive. You see, because God is the ultimate decision maker, He is the one that takes the diamonds out of the rough and polishes them up to shine before all those non-believers. You see, God is the plug. So please help me welcome to Hot Talk, Mr. Nino Brown.
Oh, man.
How are you, sir?
That was amazing. It's so true, though,
Yes, those are your very words. Yeah. I mean, I edited them a little bit.
Yeah, but sitting here listening to you read it to me, it gave me an emotional feeling that I didn't even feel when I was writing it, because I was writing it off what I went through.
Right.
But reading it back, it felt like, man, I almost shed a tear because I really went through that.
I did that.
Man,
And and when I read it, it touched me like that. Like it's that moment where you're like, this is it, and I'm ready.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we've all been there on this pursuit. You've been in places where it was right there, but you weren't ready, and either you didn't do it or you didn't, and you up, and
yeah.
But that's it. This is it.
Yeah.
And it was.
Yeah. See, a lot of people, they think the opportunity gonna come at a perfect moment. They think this opportunity gonna come the way they envision it. And
right.
Sometimes the opportunity is the word no. Sometimes God, bring you to a couple no's before you get that one halfway yeah.
Right.
And that halfway yeah was Busta Rhymes inviting me to the club, and I took the mic. Everybody performed, And I'm like, man, what about me? I got a hit, and everybody walking off. And I told Feezy, you gonna play this record. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna perform this record.
Yeah.
And I actually lost my voice in the first sentence because I was so enthused about proving something that I know I had in me.
Yeah.
And when I did it, I see Khaled turning around. You know what I'm saying? They got a saying, they say, if you turn your back on me, when you turn back around, don't expect me to be there.
And
So
then
he turned around and I killed it. Everybody going crazy. And that's when everybody come hugging me. Khaled, you see the Aces, you see the Yo Gotti's, French Montana. And we all went to the studio that night, man. And they laid their verses. We stayed in the studio about 12 that morning. I couldn't even sleep the next day. I was up for 48 hours because I was so pumped up on working the record next.
Right.
I wasn't even caring about them getting on there at that point. I'm over that.
Yeah.
It's time to go to work.
Yeah.
Derek B, let's go.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
You see, shouts out. Yeah.
So, you know, sometime, you know, you just gotta go. When they tell you no, that means go.
Yeah. So now what year was that?
Man, this was probably like 2013.
Oh, okay.
Yes, 2013.
So so that was right. Like, Derek was just about transferring.
Yeah, he was just about transferring.
Yeah. Oh, but you caught it. Listen, everything lined up. All those planets lined up for you. So now, how did it affect you after? You know, did you have that, oh my God, it happened moment? Or was it okay, let's go? It was a confirmation.
When I seen that me presenting my talent on the right stage will get certain people next to me, I wanted to do it more. Because I envisioned the vision, and everybody ain't gonna see your vision the way you see your vision because it's your vision.
Right.
So when I'm seeing this vision, you know what I'm saying? People telling me no, but that no wasn't in my vision.
Right.
That's they know.
I didn't see that.
I didn't know no. You know what I'm saying? When I was at the Rolex and selling my tapes and all that, I that wasn't my last stop. So when you laughed at me coming out the club, like I was making $500 to $600, $700 a night out there. But that wasn't my last stop.
Right.
That was a start to network, to meet the Khaleds, meet Martin Lawrence, meet Mark. I done met everybody in the game at the Rolex.
Right.
And
you said, let's just start there.
Right. Right.
Okay, so then that would explain why so much of your brand is in the strip club. It just proliferated in the strip club. Do you have an affinity for the strip club? Does it? You know how some people have like, is it a muse for you? You know what I'm saying? Like when my creativity is blocked, right? I have this spot that I'll go to with my dogs and we just sit and watch the waves and it just kind of cleans up. The strip club, sort of like that for you. I mean, it's different, but you know.
Yeah, I can relate to the dancers. I can relate to the nightlife.
Just
like when I seen Cardi B just put out where she said she drugged men and did all that. I don't know if we could talk about that.
Yes, of course. That's on the agenda. But, well, since you stopped there, let's just sit on that sidewalk for a minute. But what did you think when she said, or you knew that already?
Well, you know I'm down with QC, and that's her company, so I couldn't really speak on it. But I wanted to say, if somebody did something to you and you you got to think as a man supposed to be up on himself.
Right.
If somebody around you, I'm watching these grapes, I'm watching this drink. If you put something in that, I know that if you pass me something, I ain't gonna drink it if it's open.
Right.
If you roll me something, I ain't finna take it from you if I didn't see it being done. So I blame that on the men. Just like with the Kardashians, I had to learn that I'm not blaming the Kardashian, I'm blaming the weak men. For
falling into
the trap. Yeah. So I didn't blame Cardi B for saying
for them falling into the trap.
It's the men.
That's true. And because somebody called on Friday, we were talking about it, and he said, well, you know, if Bill Cosby can be in jail, then why is Cardi B walking around? It's like, because Cardi B's tricks are not coming saying, hey, yeah, I was one of them. Not, you know what I'm saying? They got wives and kids. They ain't,
Right.
That's not going to happen that way. Yeah.
No, I mean, it wouldn't even be, you know, they wouldn't even get the same response.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So I think You know, she got away with that one, and she gonna escape. If I were her, I wouldn't even really say it, and I would have let them do what they gonna do. I would have addressed it in a certain way. Cardi B, you could tell she's emotionally attached to the internet because when somebody say the wrong thing, she automatically responds. You can't respond to them.
Talk 888-550-9105. You can give us a call. And don't forget, if you happen to doze off, because we know it happens this time of night sometimes. Never miss an episode of Hot Talk with the Hot 105 app. You can go on. You can look up Hot 105 and Jill Tracy. Hot Talk with Jill Tracy for the podcast, and they're all there. This will be episode 210. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. All praises be to him. And tonight, my guest is Nino Brown in the building, a formerly rich kid.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so I didn't know that inclination of you.
Right.
So tell me about. So now you were signed with Khaled when you were a rich kid.
Right.
Okay.
So rich kid to me was like a visionary, like the guy that was really. I wasn't rich, but I could see myself in the future being rich.
Right.
Walking around trying to be something I wasn't, but learning, along the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to admit what I've been through because, I'm not obviously still there.
Right.
So Rich Kid was more of a learning experience. Nino Brown is more of the grown man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The transition.
Right. So, and your videos transition from you on the steps in an apartment complex, to the penthouse suite at some hotel in Vegas. I don't know which one you were at, but
Well, infrastructure. Like the difference between flea markets and Walmart is infrastructure and order. Mm-hmm. Like when you go in a flea market, you could bargain with people and say, hey, let me get $5 off. They gonna do it. You go in Walmart, you gonna pay what they say on that little thing. So my thing is when I go do a video, you know what I'm saying, and I had to do growth. I had to grow, and I was learning along the way. Learning that on these project steps, I'm only gonna reach certain people. But if I go in these penthouse suites and start showing certain things, that's gonna attract the people that got the businesses and different kind of things that I want to reach to change the community. You know what I'm saying? The money, basically.
Oh, basically.
The growth.
There you go. So now artist, management, production, he covers all of that with over 2 million engagers on social media. Yeah. When Nino Brown talks, a lot of people listen because it makes good sense.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I can't tell you how many. I think Larry Dog was the first one to send me one of your, do you call them conversations? Do you call them, what exactly do you, moments with Nino, have you given them a thing?
I call them grapes because grapes is knowledge.
Yes.
My thing is, and it's good for the digestive system, but my thing is,
I love that. I just love that. How random his thoughts are but no, because and then you started doing videos about how you're eating better. But it's that kind of train of thought where it's oh, I could do that too, and I could do that too, but go ahead.
Well, I call them grapes.
Yes.
Like the pastor got amen.
Mm-hmm.
I got grapes. And I wear that crown on my head, but really the crown ain't on my head because I could wear a hat, I could wear a bald, I could wear a fade, I could wear Nino Brown, but at the end of the day, the crown is in my mind. Mm. So, I just try to apply the knowledge because the difference between rich and poor is information. It's just a fine line that the poor got to get across, but they got to get it information.
Just pearls. Have you started working on a book?
Yeah, I got 3 audio books because I got a couple, authors that want to, write me a book, but I do the audio because of the emotion and you could say it how you want it to be felt. Like when you read that and it touched me, when you listening to me, know, you going to feel it the way I wanted to put across. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So now where can they get them now?
Well, they on iTunes. It's called Mackin and Stackin.
Okay.
Mackin and Stackin 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
But the next one I'm working on is called How They Went Broke, and it's just all about how people waste money. And, my next video coming out about how people who had money and went broke and come back up, they don't want to show they got money no more because they realize all people coming to you for is the money.
Still riding around like I'm broke.
Right.
Right. I mean, you have to.
Right.
Because unfortunately, have you had one of those, big waves? Anybody else in this room had one of those tsunamis where you were real flush and then you weren't for a while? Yeah. Okay. So that just every level. I mean, I really, when we all got fired from 99 Jams, right, and we all just knew, of course the beat gonna be called. We all on the market, and the beat was like, we do not want EDR sloppy seconds.
Oh man.
So everybody was like, okay, what? Wait a minute.
Right.
And it was one of those moments where it really tested. I used to joke with people that I used to have to pick up my phone to make sure it still worked because it never rang anymore. Like as soon as that mic went off, so did everything else.
Right.
And you learn a lot about yourself and the value in the valley.
Right.
When you go through that, when you go from, walking in someplace and, hey, I got your table. Hey, I got this, till, they don't return your phone calls.
That's right.
But then, just like you said, God is in the details.
Right.
And everything is cyclical. Everything comes back around.
Well, when you balling, everybody calling. Not just that, people don't know that one day everything must come to an end, whether good or bad. So we don't prepare for that end. Like, I mean, what I'm doing, believe it or not, is forever. Motivation is forever because people going to always need motivation, but rap ain't forever.
Right. A
lot of these rappers, you look at the algebra, a lot of people that had their time, is somebody coming up before, when you go up, I got a video coming out about the roller coaster. When you're coming up slow on that roller coaster. And you get that 5 seconds to get up there and get your best views.
Right.
And you come down faster than you went up.
Yep.
And somebody, why? Because it's another roller coaster coming up behind you. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, that's how I treat life. Like, I'm working for my afterlife. Mm-hmm. Just for my kids. So when they walk up in the building, I'm Nino Brown daughter. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if Tupac would have had a son or a daughter, how well taken care of they would be today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you ever see Hugh Hefner, the documentary about Hugh Hefner?
Yeah.
You saw, right?
Right.
Brilliant. Right? And how he started is very much in line with what you're doing. He was like, he knew what men wanted.
Right.
And he wanted to get a message to them, so I'm going to do this to get them to listen to
There
me.
you go. That's my whole thing. Like, I ain't into it to degrade women. I ain't into it to promote pimping. I don't pimp. I'm in a situation where we in the era where men like women body, men like women hair, nice little things about women. And if that's gonna get you to watch my video 2 or 3 times before you listen to the message, I'm gonna put the women in front of you and let you speculate and play off the perception, but you gonna get the message.
Right.
So it was a real creative, genius idea I came up with, you know what I'm saying? Because I never degrade. You ain't never gonna hear no R. Kelly story coming out about no Nino Brown, because I don't touch these.
There will be no surviving Nino Brown.
There's no surviving. It's all respect.
Okay.
Because I respect them, and I also try to put them in better positions for themselves, because at the end of the day, it is an afterlife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to see you doing bigger. I need our queens. You know what I'm saying? It feels better to say I made money with this woman than I hit this woman.
Well, and you talk about that a lot. You can call back 888-550-9105. But I will say that I appreciate that all of your women are definitely adult.
Yeah.
Clearly. Hot 105, hi, who's this? Can you hear me? Hello? Okay, I go through hello? I go through this whenever somebody voice tracks. I'll come back to you. Sorry.
It's all good.
Every time somebody voice tracks, I'm like, okay, I have no idea. But we'll do it on the break. We're going to a break soon. But you were saying, so the eye candy is to get you to stay on that page. So it is a deliberate thought.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I did. It also captivated the attention of Taj Point on Comedy Central. BT done brought me on board to do certain things. MTV, Snoop Dogg done brought me in.
Yeah, you went out he brought you out there to LA. Yeah.
Yeah, it paid for me a flight. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather, Beyonce mom, you know what I'm saying, had me at their wedding or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just been a couple little situations where they just want to hear me say grape. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, it's
So what is the
flattering.
nature of grape? Like what was
The nature is, the grape is like, you know how you're in a preacher, you're in the church. And you know you're in the church and the preacher say amen.
Right.
And he said and all that in the church.
Right.
That's my, he said. That's my amen.
grape?
Grape? Let me get a grape, baby. All that is my amen.
Right.
Whether you like it or not, that's my amen because
Right.
it resonates to the people that understand me.
Me, yeah. Well, that's my love. You mean it.
Right,
You know,
right.
take it how you want, but that's people who know me know what I'm saying.
That's right. You
Yeah.
know, the truth is never advertised. And I'm just all about getting the truth out there my way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like you said, I was told no, so I'm going to make them tell me, yeah, it going to be one way or another.
Right.
We going to do this the easy way. I'm going to do it the hard way. I'm going to work or I'm going to work you. You know what I'm saying? But we going to get this work.
Oh, I thought about Gary V.
Gary V.
What do you think
reached out-
about Gary V?
He reached out to me too. A lot of motivation. Even Eric Thomas reached out to me. Actually,
Yeah.
he the one who got me started while I was incarcerated. So my thing is, you know, before I go where I'm going with you, that conversation, I want to tell people always work till your idols become your rivals.
Amen.
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 You know what I'm saying? So start working so hard that the people you used to look up to, they start reaching out to you.
Right.
My goal, because I've been reached out to by these people that put together college functions, I don't know, off the planners or whatever,
Right.
to speak at colleges.
it,
I
yeah.
don't want to speak at colleges.
Really? Why is that?
I want to talk to the lost. I want to go to these prisons. I want to go to these alternative schools, these juvenile facilities. I want to go to these places where these people lost. They ain't got no daddy. They ain't got no mama. They ain't got nothing but the streets, and tell them, you don't gotta do it like that. Let's do it like this. That's my ultimate goal. These people in the government got a lot of money to put behind that. I don't know if they want to do that because it might keep people out of that system when they see one of these people that look like me and they're telling them the right way to do it. But that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? If I get that, I don't even want rap no more. Rap is going a whole nother way. I ain't finna dye my hair. I ain't wearing any tight clothes with
You
the
were
yeast
funny,
effect.
or put a
Yeah, I don't want no
tattoo
yeast
on the side of your
infection. Right, I don't want none of that.
Yeah.
I just want to talk what I talk,
right.
and I want to tell the truth. If you find a lie on my page, let me know. Matter of fact, flag it because it deserves to be flagged. I ain't never gonna tell a lie.
Right.
So I want to go into these places and talk what I know and encourage these youths that's out here because the youths come after us. You know, back to what my guy was saying here, Denzel, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Man, gift and calling. See, we all venture out to be a rapper, a singer, a model. But if your calling ain't that, you ain't gonna make no money from that. You're gonna have a hard time getting in that. When you find your calling or your gift, it gonna start to pay you and it gonna feel like it's too easy. This ain't supposed to be coming to me. That's how easy it is for me. I made millions, man, doing this, you understand what I'm saying, without rapping. I ain't getting booked to rap no show. I'm getting booked to get on the mic and talk that Nino. You know what I'm saying? People paying $10,000 to come see me at the club. I'm setting out 15, 20,000 people in the seat. You know what I'm saying?
Because people need a word from somebody that
need
they
a
feel
word.
like they're akin
Right.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, calling, find your gift. Your gift gonna make room for you.
That's word.
Well, you know what? That's a word.
That's word for real.
And when you
Yeah.
think about it, that is why Trump is so powerful.
Yes.
Because the people, and I'm gonna take a break. Remember when we were doing? Remember when what was it? Dwight that brought the Trump supporter on the show, like
Yeah, I
right
remember
before
that.
the end,
I remember that.
right? White dude, of course.
Yeah.
And he was like, Trump is going to win.
Yeah.
Because white men have lost their narrative, and he is giving them a reason to get it back again.
True.
Oh,
And so
man.
no matter if it's real, and it was so all them white boys you see riding around with them pickup trucks and that rifle rack on the back and giving you the finger every time they say, that's who they are locked in.
Right.
Locked and loaded.
Man,
Who?
you know
Okay.
what?
We,
My guy from the House of Wings. You know Shane.
of course.
Man, I love Shane.
Mr. D.
Shane is the guy that inspired me to keep going.
Oh my goodness. See, you know what? And I started to call him too, but he's a. Yeah,
I love Shane. Where I see him out in the world, we could be in Charlotte, anywhere. I pay homage because that's a good brother.
Oh my goodness.
Love
What are you
him.
telling? Good
Shout out
stuff.
to the House of Wings, man.
Okay, and Headliner World, and coming up on the other side. So we'll talk about some of the more risque parts of Nino Brown 305's life and how he reconciles them, and the good to be found there as well. Keep it close. I am Jill Tracy. This is Hot Talk on Hot 105. It is. It's like you have this harem of women because they're all different and they all show up and they're all very well endowed and they come and feed you grapes.
Right.
So now how did this thing come to be?
Well, as I stated before, it was all about my perception to the man about, I know sex sells.
Yes.
And if sex sells, if you go down your Instagram, nowadays you see soft porn on your Instagram basically.
Yes, you do.
Because they all over the place half naked.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, what a better way to share knowledge with that same kind of concept. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I came with the fruit because, it's a transaction. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that with the right man, a woman supposed to serve her man. The right man.
Amen. Yes, I'll give you that. Yes.
And
vice versa.
vice versa.
Yes.
Because God made a woman from the rib of a man, which means she's on the side of the man. He's not above her. He's not under her. She's on the
Amen.
side of her. And that will make a man strong.
Mm-hmm.
The backbone is the woman, but you got to have the right woman. You know what I'm saying?
And the right man.
And the right man to make the team work, make the dream work. So my
Yes,
thing
indeed.
is, it ain't many Barack and Michelle's. It ain't many Will and Jada's.
Won't he do it?
So that's
Very
why
true.
I continue to give money back to the homeless. Like right now, I leave here now, I'm going to the homeless and over time, get them some money. I always do that every Sunday, hand to hand. This ain't no foundation. This ain't no play. This year round. Because God blessed me to be in a position. I woke up today, somebody just say, man, I felt like sending you $1,000. They just sent me $1,000 for no reason. I'm going to go and give a portion of that to the homeless because I didn't ask for that.
Right.
Sure.
It's like tithing to the source of your supply. And I mean, that is the
That's just
the
how I
spirit of
think.
reciprocity. Let's see if we can get this. Hi, welcome to Hot Talk. Who's this?
Oh.
Oh. What is?
But go
Oh,
ahead.
do we want to stop at Trina?
I
And
mean,
then
you
go
got
to
Kaya,
the
you got all of them, but go ahead.
But okay. But we have gone from it being, I don't know, kind of risque fun to something that sounds a lot more detrimental to the mentality of young black women.
Right.
What are your thoughts on that?
Man, that's a tough one because the truth is, it's becoming a popular thing to do. You got artists like Cardi B rapping songs. All I want to see is the money. I need money for my egg and all this stuff in the song. You do got artists like City Girls doing it. You got a lot of artists promoting prostitution in these records, and it's brainwashing our young girls. Coming, even my daughter sing the money song, and it's looking make me. But you can't get mad. They playing it on the radio, so it all goes back to the people that's investing in these records. If they're not investing into nothing real or nothing,
Okay, but quality control is your boy.
True.
I know, and that's the I can't speak.
Right.
Yeah.
But, and see, that's the thing. There is Cardi. I think what has kind of saved Cardi is that she has lived so much of her life on Instagram. So, you know, it's like, wow, that's really just who she is. Like, you know, I got a bag and fix my teeth, like, for real. I had to go back and find the pictures before the teeth.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh, okay, so, all right. But they are in a much, it was like a kind of like a soft porn kind of sale with Foxy and Lil' Kim.
It was.
And now it's just like, you gonna pay for this. And this is how much it costs, and this is what I'm gonna do for it. I'm gonna do this for 1,000. I'm gonna do this for 15. You could do this for a card. You could do this side for.
And it's promoting.
And it's instructional. It's like
and the divorce rate going up, the abortion rate going up.
305 will tell you that all day. Yeah.
Marriages are being demolished.
Decimated.
It does go back to the message, and I have to agree with you. I think, you know, some of them artists don't need to be out there because they putting the wrong messages for the people that don't. Because it's making working women want to think about doing that.
Yes.
It's making college girls think about doing that.
That are definitely, yeah. Well, what would harm if he, you know.
If he paid for it.
But
Right.
I love
broke me up a
strippers.
check.
It's a job. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm gonna give you the
What?
real.
Wait, okay. Hold that thought right on. You love strippers.
I do.
So stay right there. I do a series called My Life as a Stripper.
I love
and
it.
I have different, you know, for the last one we did were career girls who
I love
have, as a career for 15, 20 years, they've been strippers. And, you know, the whole arc of that. Did you know Nipsey?
I never met him, but I was texted by his family to come. When I was in LA, I had an invitation to come to his store and pick up free merch. Went to his store directly in the hood. I'm talking about you right in the middle of the Crips and the. So when I'm coming out the store, I'm dressed like this, you know,
Right.
and they own some stuff out there. So I knew it was like that type of area. I felt that. And he got killed at his store.
At his store, in front of it.
In front of it. It's like that out there. So I just want to encourage people, man, you know, to love people while you can still love them and they can feel the love. Don't wait till I die to tell me how much you love me or you miss me.
Amen.
Because yesterday we weren't thinking about Nipsey Hussle. We was thinking
Yeah.
about R. Kelly, and then the day before that, Kanye West. I think we need to appreciate people and give them flowers when they can still smell them. You know, not try to appreciate them when they die, because the only way you go viral or get blowed up or your record sell is when you die, go to jail, or get murdered. It's not worth it. Let's support each other. You know what I'm saying? Support each other businesses. You know what I'm saying? My guy here, he runs a virtual reality network, 360vrn.com. I always support his business. You know what I'm saying? Broadway got a business. You know what I'm saying? My guy here, he's pastoring. He going to different churches. He running the business. She out there talking to the youth, doing her thing. You doing your thing with the radio, running the whole city. You know what I'm saying? We got to support each other and put each other on, because a candle don't lose none of its fire by lighting another candle. It burns brighter.
That's a word right there, real.
It's a word.
That's a word right there, right, Reverend?
Listen, I hope you plan to have a book with just your sayings in time for Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, that's all kind of merch.
Yeah.
In that space. Okay, so I want to run through a couple of. Oh, wow, we don't have very much time, but yes, Broadway.
Jill, I want to say, and I truly mean it from the bottom of my heart.
Yes.
You can give a person knowledge all day long, but until that person apply knowledge, that's the only time they get paid.
Amen.
And as you can see, he have truly applied all the knowledge that he has been given from the man upstairs, and not me. Now, can I get an amen?
Amen.
Nope, let's do like he say. Pray.
Shot the Swift Slay too, the cameraman. Gotta shout him out.
Oh yes, indeed. I'm looking forward to seeing that. So you said you've got a big travel schedule coming up from here when you the next couple of weeks. So you're traveling a lot. You are a brand ambassador for.
Man, I got a lot of companies. I got my own shoe. I'm doing a deal between. I got offers from Nike, Adidas, Reebok, Fila, all these different brands coming at me. I got a credit repair on me. I got all type of stuff, man. I'm doing so much sometimes, man. You know, life is all about balance. Sometimes you gotta miss the money to be a great dad. Sometimes you gotta miss being a dad to go get the money so you can be the great dad again. It's all about balance. You know what I'm saying? When you're winning financially, you're taking away from yourself physically and working out. And when you're working out, you can't get the money. So you got to balance and not become frustrated or overwhelmed behind what come with this territory, because this is a hard job, but this is what you asked for.
Yeah, because you are, you eat what you kill.
You eat what you kill in front of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
You kill in front of you.
In front of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just think, the lion sleep 20 hours a day. He only hunt 4. You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
imagine if he was up 24 hours a day hunting. You know, it'd be a scary place around here. And think about it, gazelles and all these different kind of animals that run from the lion, they're trained to run. They don't think to fight back.
Right.
But in order for this lion to eat, he still got to grind. The gazelle ain't going to just give up and lay down and just say, come eat me. He running, and the lion got to run behind it. So that's the point of eating what you kill in front of you. You got to go out there and get it. They ain't coming to give you a gazelle. Go get your gazelle. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I love that. There was a I don't know what I was watching. There's so many weird references, but to your point,
Right.
it was people on the safari. They were watching a lion climb a tree to get a monkey to eat. He was, going to kill the monkey to eat the monkey. And, the guy riding the train was telling them that, this is the circle of life. And the monkey knows that he has to die for that lion to eat. So he's going to go, literally, the monkey went all the way to the end of the branch. And the lion literally is trying to get him all the way to the end of the branch. And, well, you know how that story went.
Exactly. They gonna eat.
Okay.
Right.
Well, listen, I ran out of time to have my Disney conversation, but those of you who listen to, I sat in for Shelby on Friday, and I was talking about how I was watching the Disney movie and how all the mothers get killed in the Disney movie. Well, listen, I would love for you to come in when you're, in town. You got something on your mind you want to.
Yeah, we gotta do this at least once or twice a month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I believe it's needed. I want to stress. I know we ain't got much time, but let's support black businesses.
Yeah.
Let's not tear down.
Well, you know what?
Businesses.
I do an entrepreneurial panel every 6 weeks. I would love for you to come sit in with them.
Come on, let's talk about it, because I want to empower our black. We already get discouraged because we black. We got to support each other. You know what I'm saying? Because black, it's a great thing to be black. It's kind of dangerous, but it's a great thing to be black.
What's that? It's true, though.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
And racism is taught. I believe racism is taught. You put a white child and a black child in the playground together, they're going to play. You got to teach them how to be racist. So my thing is, I don't believe that all white people are evil or bad. I believe the heart, you know what I'm saying, is what determines the man, just like God judges our heart. So, I just want to leave you with that. Support black businesses. Support Broadway Avenue. Support my man 360 VRN Network. Support my man Ministry. Support her with the kids, man. We got to talk about the kids. Jill Tracy got the #1 show in the country. Yeah, support everybody out here, man. Yeah. Shout out to my main man in the back. Please not less for. Hey, I can't wait to see him come on, man.
Yes, Frank Cornelius is coming up right after me. Yes, because I am going home tonight, y'all. Tim, everybody at the Amazon warehouse, everybody at the Publix distribution center, 3rd floor Mount Sinai Hospital. Y'all gonna miss me tonight, but you're gonna get through it. Frank Cornelius is gonna get you through the evening tonight. Listen, Nino Brown, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate
we gotta
having
do
you.
this. We gotta do this.
Yes, I'm glad you came, and I'm glad that that I can have a standing seat for you when you're in town.
Can I
Broadway?
Can I do the prayer closeout? Because I feel like we need to just.
Well, Pam. Well, yeah.
Swift Slay, shout to Swift Slay. Go ahead, baby.
Come on, Pam.
Prayer.
Well, no, you will meditate, whatever you want to do, however you want to close us on up out of here.
Okay.
I need you to get right close to the mic.
Go ahead, get close.
360 VR and by your head now. Yeah.
I'm not going to pray.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take us into a meditation.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. So if you could just close your eyes. Put your feet firmly on the floor.